Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Priscila and I'm representing my beautiful country, Ghana. I'm a graduate from Radford University, and my current goal is to complete a master's degree in business. My objective for Africa is to create realistic, long-term solutions to help reduce poverty in our motherland. My platform is to reduce poverty by economic development, and my micro-project is entitled In Education for All. Education is a privilege that many of us here take for granted. In this country, we have wonderful public schools where all children can attend at no cost. Unfortunately, in many countries in Africa, there is no free education. Parents are still required to pay a small fee in order for their children to attend a public school. And many a times, some parents cannot afford that fee, making them unable to give their children basic education. About 45 million children in Africa between the ages of 6 and 11 do not attend school. Over the Christmas holidays, my organization, Reach in Ghana, which I started with my friend Gloria, were able to provide food and clothing to a handful of students in Ghana. I believe with that same spirit and drive, we will be able to raise more money to offer small scholarships to children whose parents cannot afford their school fees. No child should be denied an education because of their parents' financial difficulties. I would also like to create groups of educators and volunteers to conduct free classes to teach adults reading, writing, and basic mathematics. Education plays a vital role in obtaining a job because the more qualifications and skills you have, whether physical, technical, or intellectual, the more valuable you are to employers and consumers. Like the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I too have a dream that one day Africa will be amongst the most powerful nations in the world. We will not be a poverty or AIDS-stricken people. This is not an unattainable idea. It can happen someday. Therefore, it is imperative that we educate our people today. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Tatiana with Fetgo. I'm representing Cameroon.
My bad.
Do I have to restart? Can I start again? Thank you. My name is Tatiana Fetgo. I'm representing Cameroon. I'm here to present my humanitarian project, which is to work with children with past traumatic history. I believe in this project because I'm passionate about what I'm doing, which I'm a counselor right now with children and families. What I do is concentrate on past traumatic histories from these kids and see how I could help them heal and become a better children and better people in society. This 2008, I went to Cameroon and went to visit the orphanage that I sponsored. And I got to talk to the children there and heard their side of the story, why they feel as if nobody's there for them. That's why I developed this goal, which are two of them. Number one is to work with these children and families and help train and recruit families who are able to integrate these children into their family system, which is known here as foster homes. Something that back home they probably don't have. I know in the state where I went to, they didn't have that. So I would like to incorporate that into a village or the whole community, foster homes, and have sponsorships coming from the U.S. or Europe, and if somebody can send money, monthly or yearly money to help these children with school fees, that will help the parents not feel so much of a burden on them to take care of these children. Second one, I would like to establish a rehabilitation center. That's my long-term goal, by the way, for the children to come into this center and feel safe and get some kind of healing from individuals who volunteer their time to come and help. And also, I plan on doing all this by networking with different organizations as I do now. I go to different schools and universities and I speak to them about giving awareness of the importance of bringing these children off the street and making sure they have education and what they need to become better in society. Finally, I believe in fundraising. It's very essential to have the fund needed for these individuals. As we saw with the Haiti tragedy, everybody contributed. and this made the impossible possible. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
There we go. Everybody awake? All right. A wise elder once said, as long as somebody is feeding you, you will never be free. The iAfrica campaign encourages Africans to reclaim our wealth through empowerment. The campaign focuses on Africa's greatest wealth, its land and its people. After decades of exploitation, both our land and our people have been affected negatively. We must recognize, however, that our wealth still exists and can be realized if attainable initiatives like the iAfrica campaign is properly developed. It is my hope to initiate the iAfrica campaign in Liberia during my reign as Miss Liberia USA 2010. The Liberian government has already recognized this need for empowerment in Liberia, and I would like to spread that spirit to the rest of Africa. In 2009, they teamed up with the United Nations to develop the Back to the Soil movement. This program offers farmers in Liberia seeds and tools to bring back the spirit of agriculture to Liberia. When I went home in December for Christmas, I discovered that this program is very, very underdeveloped, even though it's a wonderful concept. I would like to help develop this program further through educational means. I will also work with the schools in Liberia to develop workshops on the weekends where children and young adults can learn how to farm essential products like rice in Liberia so that we do not have to import so much of the needs in terms of our agricultural sector. In addition to the Back to the Soil movement, there's a lot of interest in agriculture in Africa. Take, for example, USAID. They have an initiative that will drive $110 million into Liberia in the next 5 years. If we can get Africans associated with these kinds of programs, we can empower each other and teach a spirit of ownership of our own wealth and of our own goods. For me, this is a lifetime project. There's no way this can be done in 1 year. But as Miss Africa USA 2010, I would like to plant the seeds that will prove to be fruitful for Africa in the very near and in the long-term future. I developed this program out of my love for Africa and out of my love for my father. He's a rubber farm owner in Liberia. And because of his profession, I've been able to see how much international interest there is in Africa's agriculture and overall wealth. And unfortunately, we do not own that wealth. This program is about reclaiming it by being educated and having the proper tools and information to control our wealth. So please join me and let's reclaim our wealth. Thank you.